Okay. Wait, which track was that? I think it's this one. I really need to fix that. I keep saying I need to fix it, I keep forgetting to fix it. Also, I think I'm getting double audio on the background music. Let me see. There's too many things on the mixer right now, and it's confusing me at the moment. Anyway, wait, is chat showing up? Chat is not showing up. What the heck? I'm pretty sure I have the correct stuff up. Let me see. Sorry, we are fixing things on the fly here. Well, this one works. We'll go with that one. I know the Streamlabs chat works most of the time, but let's do it this way. Okay, I think I'm done fixing. I feel like I'm done fixing. But yeah, anyway. Hey Nuggets, welcome to the food truck. My name's Ruka, and we are finally cooking after... When was the last time I cooked? Honestly, when was the last time I cooked? I felt like I've been doing a lot of reviews, not enough cooking, and... When was the last time? So, a couple weeks ago, we did a snack review. And then I think... No, yeah, a couple weeks ago we did a snack review, and then... When was the last cooking thing? The last quote-unquote cooking thing was the MRE, the Spanish Armed Forces MRE, almost a month ago. But an actual cooking thing where I just cook something from scratch hasn't been a thing in a very long time, maybe 2 months even. But maybe next month I'll be cooking again. We'll see, because the MREs don't come in easily, at least the MREs I'm interested in. So for anyone who doesn't know, there are, I think, two types of MREs: civilian MREs and military MREs, if I'm not mistaken. These combat rations, I want to say, are military MREs, or at least military surplus MREs. Supposed to be, anyway. Supposed to be. And then you have the MREs that are, made for the public. Still cost an arm and a leg, but yeah, not at least NATO approved, like this one says apparently on the bottom somewhere. French Army. So today we have a French Army combat ration, 24 hours, by the way. So this is supposed to be a ration for 24 hours. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to eat all of that, or if I should even eat through most of this. But it is a much bigger box, as you will see eventually. But yeah, there's another thing with the foreign MREs that's a little bit tough. That if you get a foreign MRE, my experience so far, 99% of the time, or pretty much 100%, but let's just say 99%, because I haven't seen a case for the other 1%, but I'm leaving it out there as a possibility. 99% of the time, the foreign MREs will come from overseas. And if MREs come from overseas, they have a chance to be seized by customs. Customs can screw up a MRE because technically meat is not supposed to be imported, I guess, across borders. And a lot of these MREs, especially the foreign ones, have meat somewhere in the menu. I think pork meat especially is something they screen heavily for, and fish is okay. Fish is okay. Veggies are okay, but pork is not. I think beef sometimes gets a pass depending on where it comes from. But I have had some stuff seized by customs before that didn't really have any pork, or maybe, I mean, not pork meat anyway. I think there was one time I ordered ramen from Japan, and if I remember correctly, the broth was concentrated broth in a pouch. It was pork broth, yes, but there was no pork meat in there. So, is that something that customs should be seizing? I don't know. They make the call on that, but they seized it anyway, and I disagree with it. But I can't exactly, what do you call this? Argue it. You know, you just kind of have to accept it, and sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't get lucky. Thankfully, though, I think there's a second foreign MRE that we've gotten so far, and I don't remember what's on the menu. We'll look that over here in a bit, but this one um, was okay. The plastic wrapping is intact and everything looks fine. Let's see, what else can I say about this? There are domestic MREs, like, you know, domestic MREs that we can do, but a lot of them kind of look unimpressive. Maybe we'll do them eventually. And maybe we won't do just military MREs. For some reason, military MREs get a lot of attention. But there are other MREs that are not military that, could be interesting. At least for camping. I don't camp, but I do hike. And for that kind of thing, hiking, camping, that kind of thing, it might be interesting to see what is available. Of course, for the most part, if you're hiking or camping, you usually want to bring freeze-dried stuff. Usually, if you're like going for stuff that's not gonna heavily weigh on your pack. MREs sometimes are a little heavy, but you can always take those apart and just grab the stuff that you want from them. Canned food is also a thing, but at the same time, you don't want to, like pack a lot of heavy stuff that is also going to generate a lot of trash. So freeze-dried stuff is always nice, even though it's expensive. But yeah, I mean, just whatever you can do to lighten the load, right? That's some of the things that you can do. MREs are kind of like packed with a bunch of other stuff that's not just food. So anyway, but today we are going to check out the French MRE. It's a 24-hour ration, as I've mentioned, and I'm not sure if we're gonna be finishing all of it. I do want to try everything at least, and if we start opening cans up, I'm probably gonna have to finish those off. That's just kind of how it works. That's just kind of how it works. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move the camera over to the food desk, to the table, and the noise gate's gonna come off, so things might be a little bit noisier. So noise gate off, mic off as I move the mic, and bear with me here. Okay, here we go. So the mic has been moved. I'm just gonna move the camera. I'm also gonna move chat so I can see you guys over here. And hope everyone's doing well today. Easter is tomorrow. If you're from the other side of the world, or even Europe, it's probably Easter on your side of the world by now. So happy Easter for everyone who celebrates it. I will probably try to celebrate it tomorrow, but I'm not sure what I will do. I don't really have any particularly Easter traditions other than maybe eat a lot of meat. Though I have been eating a little bit of meat recently. Doing good, how about you? I am doing okay. My throat's a little scratchy because I took a nap right before the stream, and I guess during my nap my mouth was open or something to that effect. And I think I need to also adjust the view thingy on my end. Also, please let me know if the background music is too loud. The what do you call this? The my controls to the keyboards, the Stream Deck is not anywhere close to me, so I kind of have to like shuffle back and forth to do that. But yeah, so let's just take a look at what we have so far. Okay, so this is the French. Okay, I'm gonna move the mic down a little bit. Also, please, I can't do much about my sound volume on the mic, so please bear with it. But I'm hoping it's not too noisy, it's not too loud. It's as good as I can get. But maybe if the sound starts doubling, let me know. I can probably fix that, but I can't fix it much more than this. So yeah. Anyway, so here is the French MRE box. It's quite huge. This is quite huge. This is like three hands width of three of my hand widths right now. It's also quite chunky. This is pretty big compared to our previous MRE, and I do have the packaging from our previous MRE. Look at this. This is the packaging from the Spanish MRE we had before, and if you look at this, like, just how big it is, right? If you look how big this is compared to the French MRE, this is tiny comparatively to this thing. Maybe even width-wise, it's smaller. So I think this is only meant for one meal, the Spanish MRE one. Yeah, it's only for lunch. This is only for lunch. Meanwhile, this is supposed to last you the whole day, but I'm gonna be eating through my calorie count, apparently, in one sitting. I didn't eat much today. I want to say I had like half a ramen. Well, it's a small pack of ramen. I had like a small pack of ramen, one can of tuna, an egg, and some chips, which I think may be about 600 to 800 calories if you think about it all together, which sounds like a lot, and it probably is. But this is like supposed to be 3,000 plus calories, according to the information I was seeing. Oh no, here we go. Actually, it's a little hard to see, but let me see. Let me increase the contrast on that one. Oh, it's also very reflective, so I'm gonna try to not dox myself here. But this is supposed to be 3,600 calories in this box alone. Weight 1.7 kilograms. Oh, it even has the nutrition breakdown. 64% carbohydrates, 16% protein, 20% fat. The macros themselves are not that great if you're looking to, add this to your workout diet. But when you're out in the field, when you're out camping, when you're out doing anything, carbohydrates are your best friends. Do not shun the carbs. I need to get some water. Do not shun the carbs. That is what's going to get you through the day, or 2 days even, if you pace this enough. But 24 hours, 3,600 calories. I don't know how many calories people usually burn in a day, but 3,600. You can probably split that off into 2, maybe even 3 days if you're not too active. But let's just say you are camping. I don't know what the combat situation is for the most part, but let's just say you're camping and you are moving quite a bit. You're probably going to be burning a lot more than you would be if you're just at home jogging, or maybe even not jogging, just sitting around and stuff like that, or even like hunkering down in a storm situation, power goes out, that kind of thing. You're probably going to be, if you're just at home and power goes out for whatever reason because of natural disasters and whatnot, then this will probably last you 2-3 days from the looks of it. But if you're like out and about, 2 days max. But maybe you know, the calories count is going to be quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and take the plastic off here though, because that is worrying me with its reflection. So let's take this off really quick, and then we'll check out the box inside out and then before going in. Okay, that goes out. Ooh, it smells very boxy. I don't know if that makes any sense, but when I opened the Spanish MRE last time, it smelled like fish. There was a strong sardine smell. I don't smell any strong scents from this box other than the cardboard itself. And the cardboard does have a lingering scent to it, though I'm not exactly sure what it is. But anyway, let's take a look around the box really quick and see what's going on here before we actually go in. So up front you have the menu and the nutrition facts. Nothing here on the side except precautions before use. I guess there's a warning here. Let's take a look at that really quick. Precautions before use. External checking of cans. Damaged cans, swollen or leak must not be used. Water purifying tablets, no effect on chemical pollution. I guess it's just a general warning, so, though a lot of the text seems to be rubbed off. I'm not exactly sure why. But I think this is like instructions on how to use the water purification tablets. We've had some before. Here is the logo, I guess. The logo, Commissariat de Amis. I hope my French is decent enough, or you know, maybe I shouldn't just talk French in any case. But I guess this is the logo for the armed forces. I don't know if that is actual French armed forces thing. Here we have the ration number, I guess, the lot number. Yeah, so this is the lot number for the box. If you guys want to check this out, you can do that. But otherwise, I don't think there's anything interesting here. I don't know what this thing here at the bottom is. It's a mysterious symbol to me, as far as I could tell. But let's go ahead and take a look at the front of the menu. So the front of the box. So even though the expiration date is let's say December 1, 2023, even if we pass it, supposedly MREs are good for 5-10 years past this. But I guess it also depends on what's in the MRE itself, right? In the MRE collection itself. So here we have the menu number 6, and menu number 6 here has, well, we have a French translation. Well, we have the original French, and we also have the English translation, and this is without no pork in this box. What we do have is chili con carne. I don't know what goes in chili con carne, but we have chili con carne, tuna ginger salad, a 100% duck pate. Again with a pate, this time duck. I'm not sure what kind of pate we had last time, but we have some sort of liver pate with the Spanish one. We also have some soup. I think I learned my lesson with the soup this time. We will see if I actually did or not. A milky dessert, salted and sweet biscuits. Last time we didn't get any biscuits. I did get a comment on the Spanish MRE though regarding the biscuits. The reason why they don't add biscuits in the Spanish MRE is supposedly you get those biscuits, I guess from the canteen, or it's distributed something like that in the mornings. At least that's how I understood it. But it was a very long and detailed paragraph explaining some of the things that went on with the MRE, the Spanish MRE. But this time though, we're getting biscuits here, and we didn't get any last time. So just a few slight differences. We have coffee, tea, and chocolate. Maybe that's an and, maybe that's an or, I'm not sure, but we have like instant coffee maybe, some tea bags and some chocolate. We'll see what it actually looks like once we get there. Muesli. I've seen muesli in the cereal aisle before, but I don't exactly know what it is. So this is going to be my first time having it. Isotonic powder drink. I hope it's better than the one last time, because that last isotonic powder drink was not great. I also don't have a glass here, but I'm going to have to get some later. Nougat fruit jelly. Some good stuff already. That's where a lot of carbs are coming from. Energy bar. Chocolate bar. Some jam. I'm guessing that's going to be for the biscuits. Packet of tissues. Reheating kit. Water purifying tablets. Alright. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Let's go and zoom out a little bit. And then we'll start the unboxing here. Ooh, very blurry. You went the wrong direction with that fine tuning. Alright. Okay, how the heck am I supposed to open this? Okay, name to approve. Right here. Down at the corner. Oh, there's two ways you can open it. There's like, there's a strip here. And you can open it from both sides, it looks like. And then we flip this up. And then open. And then, here we go. The MRE itself. It looks like a lot of these are grocery store kinds of things that you can, well, stuff that you can get from the grocery store. So I'm starting to like see a pattern with the MREs. A lot of them seem to be store-bought goods that could last a really long time on the shelves. And some of them could be like pre-made stuff from whatever factory they came from, or from whatever food supplier decides to agree to make the MREs. Like, you know, the pre-cooked pouch food bags, that kind of thing. But sometimes you get like grocery store biscuits like this, which I've never seen before. I've never seen this brand before. St. George's Army biscuits. I'm almost certain. I'm almost certain you can get this in the grocery stores, or at least some grocery stores maybe. Okay, so those are sweet biscuits. I'll put that on the side for now. And then we have, oh, here's the muesli. Looks like the muesli is some chocolate. I'm guessing this is oats on the side. Some chocolate oats. Pine nuts? I'm not entirely sure. It's in French ink. Okay, cereal flakes, wheat, rye, oat, chocolate chips, skim milk, sugar. I guess you can, the way they recommend you eating this is add 100 mLs, 100 milliliters of add 100 milliliters of cold water, stir, wait 3-4 minutes and eat. We're probably not gonna do the water bit, but I do want to like try it out a little bit, and then maybe we'll set aside a small thing where we actually mix it, because I don't want to like use up this entire thing. I kind of want to save this for later. It doesn't feel like it's resealable though, so once it's opened, it's opened. Plenty of MREs try to make the contents as close to home stuff as possible for morale reasons. I see. I guess it would be a little bit unappetizing if you get like MREs with unmarked packages. I know those still exist, MREs with unmarked packages, but has real food in it. I guess kind of like what astronauts sometimes get on the space stations, but you know, those are packaged a little bit differently, so that stuff doesn't fly out everywhere. I know a lot of the American MREs also, at least the ones I've seen on Amazon anyway, are kind of unmarked, but there's the unmarked stuff also still exists apparently. Okay, so here we have pottage curry. Ooh, I'm interested in this one. This one will more than likely make all the way. Pour 1/4 liter of water. Okay, so I'm starting to learn what water is. Dough. Whatever this word over here. Whatever word this is. Pour 1/4 The litter do. I'm thinking that's water. I'm thinking that's water. Either cold water or hot water. We have hot water, so I'm going to be using hot water. And I don't know my French well, so please don't crucify me for that one. List of ingredients. What is facure? Don't curry. 5 to 10%. I don't know. But it is French. Also, this is good for a long time apparently. Alright, let's move on. What is this? Strawberry... Oh, I think there's a strawberry jam. Okay, so this is probably the strawberry jam that you're supposed to put on the biscuits. Or you know, you can eat the strawberry jam straight up. If it's good enough. Don't know. It does feel really squishy though. So this is the strawberry jam. I didn't know they made strawberry jam in this kind of packaging. Though I guess it kind of makes sense if you just want to like take some jam with you. Here's the thing though. You can do it this way, no messes whatsoever. I know also the little box, the little small box containers of jam that you sometimes see in hotels. If they have like a continental breakfast or anything. Those are kind of nice, but you do need like a knife or something to take it out of the packaging. So I guess it is a no mess solution, though it is bulkier. This is like the size of 2 or 3 of those little packets. Also probably feels like it has the volume of 3 or 4 of those little packets too, which is kind of interesting if I think about it. Okay, so this is another made in France thing. So the box itself says it expires December 1, 2023, so I'm guessing that is whatever the item here, the earliest expiration date, but a lot of these I'm noticing have an expiration date of 2024, some date in 2024. So and this is the sports drink. 1 stick is good for 500 ml of sports drink. I do have a water bottle here. Well, what I'll probably do is like toss this entire stick into the water bottle and taste it that way. This is 30 grams and you're supposed to like do the entire thing. The flavor is mango tea. So I'm hoping this is a lot better than whatever was in the Spanish MRE we had last time. Interesting. I'm starting to see why this might be the best MRE because a lot of this is like store-bought goods, but I don't know how good those store-bought stuff is. So we'll find out. At least some of this we'll find out. Let's see. We got a cereal bar, a really small cereal bar. Like it just fits in the palm of my hand. IsoStar? What? But this tiny cereal bar apparently is 96 calories. I was looking at the calorie count down here. You can't really see it because it's blurry. But I was looking at the calorie count down here and it's like, how is this thing 458 calories for this tiny bar? And apparently it's not, because this is probably closer to 21 grams, that is 100 grams. And 21 grams is closer to 96 calories, almost 100 calories. It's still pretty hefty for a tiny bar, but if you think about this, if you think of it like a little chocolate bar, I guess it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. Calories just don't pack themselves too much, even in small packages like this. Unless you use a lot of lard, then that's a lot of calories off the bat. Oh, this is interesting. We have a fruit nougat, a little fruit bar nougat, and it looks like it's well, what is the flavor here? It might just be like a tiny little fruit cake, from what I understand, but it does say nougat, so it might be a different texture than a fruit cake. And this is, yeah, a lot of these are like 2004. This is for 100 grams, 365 calories, but this is how many grams? Small. Probably around, 30 grams. 30 grams, so 30% of that would be close to 100 calories for this tiny little thing. chocolate bar. Now this looks fancy. I don't. This might be just a regular chocolate bar that you can find anywhere in France, but 65% cacao. I think that is considered as a dark chocolate in dark chocolate in the U.S. But yeah, okay, it's also considered dark chocolate here. It says right underneath here. 100% chocolate, and you know it's going to be 100% chocolate because Europe only uses the good stuff, unlike the US, which doesn't. Just a regular dark chocolate bar. Okay, there's nothing fancy about this other than the 65%. Okay. So here is our heating element like we had last time. I don't know why we're going to heat up, but we do have some cans here, so we're probably going to heat that up. Coffee. I am not drinking coffee. I probably will try a little bit, but if I drink coffee at this time, I'm not going to be able to sleep until 8 in the morning. I kind of don't want to do that. But let's just say I tried it, and might give a review later. But we'll see. We'll see if I try it. I do want to try it, but me and coffee don't mix very well. They don't. We have here, what is this? In a can? This is a Mont Blanc. That's the brand name apparently. Rissolat. What is Rissolat? Let's double check the menu here. What is a Rissolat? I'm guessing this is a. This isn't a fruit jelly though. What is this? Milky dessert. Oh, there's the milky dessert. Huh. Okay, I don't usually trust milky desserts in cans because normally you want these refrigerated, but I guess there's enough preservatives in here where it's not going to go bad. And this isn't supposed to go bad until like March next year anyway, so I guess we're good. But I'm surprised they're actually able to do this in a can. Not exactly sure what to expect with this though. Napkins. They're napkins. Here's our duck pate. I think this is our duck pate. Billets pour canard traditionalis. Yeah, this looks like a pate tin from previous experience. Henaf. Consommé de préférence avant de la date. I have no idea. Consume before date. Something like that. 78 grams of pure pate goodness if you're into that. We'll probably give it a try anyway. I don't mind pate, to be honest. I really don't mind pate. Another IsoStar product here, and this is another cereal bar. It looks like we have two different cereal bars for IsoBar. There's one with caffeine. Sports nutrition with caffeine cereal bar, and a apricot. I think this is an apricot cereal bar. We'll probably try both. I do want to save some of these for after the stream, so I can just munch on it. What is this one? Pâté de fruits. Pâté de fruits, but this is not actually pâté de fruits. What actually is this? This is not the jam. There's not the fruit jelly. I'm guessing there's one of the many energy bars. But I'm not seeing anything specific here, so we'll figure this out. It's probably like some sort of fruit jelly, but it's also apricot. They seem to like apricots in this packaging. Okay, for the entrees. Here are the main entrees. Chili con carne, which is in a giant tin can. This is definitely meant for one meal right here. We'll probably heat this up. I think last time I was told open it before you heat it, so that's what we're going to do. We also have a salad. This is not a salad. This can't be a salad. It says salade de thon gingerbread sesame, which translates to tuna and ginger salad. Okay, so this one we do not heat. This one we probably should heat. Though, if you were to heat the ginger and tuna salad, it's probably not going to be too bad because it's more like probably a potato salad than, you know, a salad with greens and stuff like that. When it comes to 24-hour MREs, you're supposed to eat some of the contents at different times of day. Yeah, you're supposed to, but this is a food review. Even if you do like, even if I wasn't streaming this, I would still probably be like sampling all this stuff throughout the day, just because. No, but it's not sampling throughout the day. But what do you know? Even if I was doing a video on this, I would be like sampling everything for the video. But it's also a stream, so we're sampling it up right off the bat. Yep, you can open them before cooking them. Okay. So this is everything. Let's get it all out, and I'm also gonna take a picture for what do you call this? For what do you call this? Posterity. I just want to get a shot of everything before I start consuming. Right? I don't think I saw the water tablets. There were, oh, okay, so everything, oh, so there's everything in here. So the coffee packets are in this thing. So the coffee packets are in this thing, as well as the hot chocolate. I'm also guessing the tea is in here too. So we'll have to like open this to get everything. But no water tablets from what I could see. Maybe the water tablets might be in this packaging. Maybe I should open this first so I can get the shots, but let's also zoom this out as much as possible so we can get that on camera. I'm probably gonna have to like shift it this way. Let's get you the clearest picture possible of our gear here. There's multiple energy bars, it looks like. Multiple energy bars, one thing of soup right here. I'm just gonna put the soup right there. The muesli is going to be interesting. If I like this, I might start buying muesli for myself from the stores. Here's the jam right there. Isotonic sports drink right here. Where do we put the muesli? I think we put the muesli right here. And I need to like make this as aesthetic as possible. But here is the entire thing. I probably should open this at some point. Let's go and open it. Let's go and open the drink bag without cutting the drinks themselves. That way we can see everything. Okay. Alright, so in the drink bag we have one thing of hot chocolate. We have, so one thing of hot chocolate, we'll do that there. We have the two things of coffee, which we'll just put right here. We also have two things of tea. One seems to be a mint tea, and another is Ceylon tea. So Ceylon tea and mint tea. I'll probably do a tea for this one, because I'm tempted to do the hot chocolate. We'll probably do a tea just to see how that is. We'll put the teas there. We also have for your coffee, this is for your coffee, some daddy sugar. That's what this is actually called. Packets of daddy sugar. It looks like there's two different characters on them. Circle sugar and square sugar. And also what is this? Oh, salt. They gave you some salt and pepper. The Spanish MRE did not give us any salt and pepper. They actually give you salt and pepper this time. Interesting. All right. But I still don't see the, what do you call this? the water purifier. I want to say the water purifier is in here, but this is just the stove, the portable stove. But no water purifier in there or in the box. So I'm gonna take a picture of this really quick, and then I'll probably get like a mug or something for the drinks, and maybe a couple more spoons for everything else. So, gotta take one for the phone. So I'm gonna take a picture with the phone, and I'm also gonna take a picture with an actual camera. Because I feel like I'm gonna need this to be as clear as possible for records and stuff. Okay, my camera. I haven't used you in for so long. I should use you more often, but it's just a pain in the butt to take you out all the time, and the phone's just right there. I hope you understand. For anyone who's wondering what camera I'm using this Canon G7X for my camera. I'm trying to look for a different camera to use, but this one's been pretty handy so far. I like it quite a bit. I also do have a DSLR camera, but the DSLR camera is very heavy, very bulky, and let's spread you out here a little bit. Gotta get the picture for posterity reasons. Also, if I ever find some of these in a grocery store somewhere or online, I probably would want to buy them for myself if they're easily bought. Because at the end of the day, an MRE is just a collection of things you can buy and put together, right? So, and this looks like all the store-bought stuff that you can get. All store-bought stuff, actually. Maybe a few of these are like, like from big boxes and stuff, and they just put like one thing of tea and things in there. But it looks like we do have a lot here that we can try. So we can't try the coffee, hot chocolate, and tea all together. I'm gonna have to pick one, because for the rest of them I do want to, save it for myself. Also, there's a lot of drinks to try at one time. So I'm going to try, I think I want to try the Ceylon tea. I'm not a fan of mint tea to begin with, but we'll try the Ceylon tea, and the coffee is gonna just have to be another time. Like I said, if I drink it right now, I'm not gonna be able to sleep until 8 in the morning. So we're not doing that. We'll probably try all of these bars here. We'll definitely try both of these cans. We'll try the pate, though. Oh, we do have biscuits. So for these biscuits, I don't think I really went over this. But the biscuits, we have 3 different types of biscuits in this thing. We have like saltines, we have cereal biscuits, and we have chocolate biscuits. So I think the saltines and the cereal biscuits might go well with the pate. But we do also have a thing of jam here, so maybe we'll use jam on one of these biscuits. I feel like if they gave you jam, they should have given you bread instead, like maybe like a little small thing of bread, but maybe they don't like that. Okay, so bottled water. I have bottled water. I need to get like a couple more spoons and another bowl for the muesli, and let's see, and a mug. So be right back with those stuff. Okay, I think that's it. I might go back to get some more if I need them. But okay, got another bowl, got a mug for the tea. I think I have enough hot water. Do I have enough hot water? I hope I have enough hot water. I need enough hot water for both the tea and the soup. So, spoons here. Okay. Stuff I'm not gonna be eating today. That's gonna go back into the box. Salt and pepper. We got salt and pepper, so let's set that aside. Tea, sports drink, and let's see. How am I gonna do this? All right, set these aside for now. I do want to work my way to this, but a lot of these can be done as dessert also. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make some tea. We're gonna make some tea in this cup. So I don't think they have any specific recommendations here. Just 95 centigrade for the tea. 95 Celsius to make this tea for 3 to 5 minutes. Crap, that is blurry as heck. Yeah, 3 to 5 minutes, 95 Celsius is the recommendation, so that's what we're gonna do. I think I have my water temperature set at 195, so that's pretty close already. It doesn't have to be boiling, so I think we can work with that. So here we go. Tea bags. No loose leaf tea, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. There's a lot of people that shun tea bags for one reason or another. I mean, reasonably speaking, if you're just too lazy to get the tea leaves, find yourself a good quality tea bag. Right? There's always good quality tea bags to be had. And this is probably one of them. Oh, I don't think I've seen it like this before, where the thread is actually inside the packet and then you kind of just pull this up. That's interesting. Smells like regular black tea though, so we're gonna put some hot water in here and move on. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to look and see how much water they recommend. I think it's probably going to be close to 100 mLs. But I just did like half a mug of water. I'm hoping that's enough. Let's see. I'm gonna time for 3 to 5 minutes. Let's say 3 minutes, because I'm not sure how strong this is going to be. And if I go over, it's gonna be really bitter. It's gonna be really bitter. Okay, so while that's going, where do we want to go next? Sports drink. Yeah, we can make this ahead of time. No biggie. We'll go in and do that right now. So I do have a bottled water that you can just put it into, and they say 1 stick is good for 500 mLs. We have a 500 ml of water here, so that's going to go in. Let's see, how do we open this? Oh, I think there's a little thing up here. No? I want to say there's a... Nope, that's not it. What is this? It does look like there's a little perforation up here, but I don't know if that's where I'm supposed to tear. I could just use maybe a scissor or something to open it, but I want to say we don't have scissors, but we might have some sharp objects that we can use. Okay, I can't open this. It's too much. All right, so very carefully high precision cutting. Okay, it's open. Okay, so before I pour it in, this looks a little interesting actually, at least to me. Let me pour a little bit out of my hands. So this is our isotonic powder, which is not what I expected. So our isotonic powder is actually a bunch of little crystals here. Either salt crystals or sugar crystals. I'm not exactly sure which one, maybe a mixture of both. Normally isotonic powders I've seen are like little fine powders, not this. So that's interesting to see. It does smell faintly of mangoes, which is a good sign already. So I'm gonna put that back into the packaging without spilling too much, and I spilled a lot already. Okay, try to go into the hole. Okay, try to go into the hole. But it's a good sign already that it smells like what it's supposed to smell like. And let's see if I can pour this without spilling too much, because that would be a tragedy. Alright, let's see if we can pour this in. Oh, okay, too much. Too much. I'm just tasting the crystals here, and it tastes good. The crystals themselves taste good. You don't even need to put them in water. But you might dry yourself out too much doing that, so put it in water. Put it in water. Hydration is also part of survival. Okay, I think it's been more than 3 minutes, so let me get this tea bag out really quick. Let's get the tea bag out. Alright. This is a lot of stuff though, so I don't know. Yeah, you can like unpack a lot of this and only pick a certain amount to eat on the go, but this is a lot of stuff to pack. I don't know how you would manage this much food while you're out and about. Okay, I think that's everything. So we just close this up. Close that up. And there's a lot of powder crystals around. I'm just going to munch on because it's really good. It's actually really good. Okay. Just mix that. So a lot of it collected at the bottom of the bottle here, so I'm gonna have to like just shake it up a little bit to make sure it's mixed and make sure I don't spill anything, because I don't trust that this is actually sealed. But it looks like it mixes pretty well. Nope, actually it doesn't mix that well. There's a lot of crystals. You might not be able to see it too well on camera, but there's a lot of crystals that is floating around in the water bottle that is having a hard time dissolving, but it's probably going to dissolve eventually. Let's see. I'm just making sure it's mostly dissolved before I set it down. But it takes a little bit. Takes a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna let that fizz finish first before we try it. But here we have the isotonic water. We got some Ceylon tea. Very hot. Very hot. Nice black tea. Very mild. Doesn't taste too strong. I could probably have gone at like 2 more minutes on that one. If you wanted to get a stronger flavor, but this is pretty good. Good for my throat too. Holy crap, that's good for my throat. Okay, approve. I approve of this tea. It's not too strong, not bitter at all, actually. I'm not sure I'm not sure if it's because it's Ceylon tea or it's a good brand of what do you call this? Tea bags. If it's a good brand of tea bags, it's going to be a good tasting tea. I think that's what it is at the end of the day, regardless of, you know, tea leaves or whatnot. Because tea leaves, I think with tea leaves, you don't get a whole lot of bitterness because you can like control the temperature and all that stuff. And when you get tea dust, right? When you get tea dust in the brew, those are usually not that great. They taste a little bitter, but this one, I can almost tell you this is 95% tea dust, maybe 100% tea dust, and it tastes just fine as as what do you call this? Tea bags. That's good for the throat though. That's really good for the throat. Okay, so let's go towards, so we'll work our way to here at the end. So I'm gonna set that aside for now. Dessert is also going to be near the end, so fruit stuff is gonna go here to the side. Appetizers. So appetizers, let's go ahead and try the biscuits. I'm kind of curious about this. I kind of don't want to try the jam because I feel like it's gonna be super messy. Yeah, I mean I feel like it's gonna be super messy if I open it, but I probably should just so we do that. I'll save the soup when we're ready for dinner right over here. But anyway, biscuits. We have 3 different biscuits. And I don't understand this two-sided opening system that we've had. We have this in the outside box and we also have it on this smaller thing. But I guess they do it that way so you can easily do the tab to close it, I guess. And it looks like the biscuits are all individually packaged, or at least packaged in 2. So we can try a set of them. So there's the saltine right there. Here's the chocolate one, and here is the cereal bar. They all look very different, so it's going to be very hard to mix them up. Really good with tea and stuff. Let's just say we're out camping. I think there's more like a camping scenario than a battle scenario, to be honest. We're out camping, and we have all the time in the world. We're not worrying about any bombshells or anything like that. I just kind of want to try the chocolate by itself. So chocolate biscuits. Oh, actually, here's the nutrition facts down here. Let's see if we can get a close-up look on that. I don't think we saw that earlier. So nutrition facts, it seems they all are roughly about the same, around 440 calories per 100 grams. 440 calories per 100 grams. I don't know how many grams there are in one tiny thing, but let's just say, according to this, 8 satchels, 2 biscuits, 1 satchel is what? I don't know. 200 grams for the entire box. So if we have 8 satchels, 200 grams, what's the math? What does that math look like? All I know is the entire thing, if you eat them, is going to be around 880 calories, but I'm not sure what the small ones are. Anyway, chocolate. Oh, the chocolate ones feel very nice. Not a very strong chocolate smell. Looks like it's fairly balanced. But you do see a lot of chocolate swirls in the biscuits themselves, which is a good thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and break this one to see what it looks like. Okay. Not sure what I expected, but the crumb of this thing looks like a pretty good crumb for a packed biscuit. Pretty nice. This looks way better than what we Yanks get. Yes. Actually, yes. Also, welcome, Senbatori. This is the French MRE, and apparently it's the best MRE according to a lot of MRE reviews, and I understand why now. I understand why. Because there's a lot of high quality stuff here. Most of it is grocery store grade stuff from what I could tell. And we've had the Ceylon tea so far. That's been pretty good. Not bitter at all for the for the time and temperature that they recommended. We have the isotonic drink here, which I haven't gotten to yet, but they say it's an isotonic drink, but I feel like it's more of a, what do you call this? Powdered tea is, I think, what this is. This seems like powdered tea. If you look at this anyway, it says mixed sports drink, mango tea flavor. So probably a little blurry. So I'm gonna try to make it as crisp as possible. But this is pretty hefty. This is pretty hefty for 300 grams. And we're now trying the biscuits. We got 3 different biscuits: chocolate, cereal, and salt. And we're going to try them in different ways. I think the chocolate, we don't need anything, so we'll just try it by itself. Okay, that is hard. That is harder than I expected. It had the I don't think I've ever had hardtack before, but I want to say it's like hardtack texture. It is very dense. It's denser than I thought it would be. And not gonna lie, it tastes a little stale. When's the expiration date on this thing? 3/3/24, and it tastes already kind of, well, not stale. Stale's probably the wrong word. The flavor is pretty good, the chocolate's pretty good, the biscuit itself is pretty good, but the snap of this biscuit, it's like it's hard to snap with your teeth, and when you finally do snap it, and you bite into it, it's like biting into very good tasting cardboard. It has a texture of cardboard, but it tastes good. Which is saying something. It's not bad. Despite the description, it's actually not bad. It's just not what I was expecting, you know? It's just not what I was expecting. But this is actually pretty good, texture aside. Texture aside. I think they did it that way so, you know, it actually lasts a long time on the shelf. Not a whole lot of moisture in here, but there is a little bit once you once you get down to it. Also, let me... Yeah. So the cereal bar, I think for this one we want to get the jam. So we have some jam here, strawberry jam. And the cereal bar, we're going to try without the jam and with the jam. This is definitely going to be saved for later. And I'm probably going to like do just one cracker, because one cracker is quite hefty already. Let's see. One cracker, snap that in half. Crumb is more or less the same as the chocolate one. Yep, it all has the same texture. Flavor wise though, this one's not bad. It's like a little grainy, but you don't really taste the grains. The flavor though, it tastes like whole wheat cookie, biscuit kind of thing. I still can't go over the cardboard texture. The cardboard texture is just something I can't get over with, but it's good for cardboard, if that makes any sense. Okay, this jam has to go somewhere, right? And I think it's gonna have to go here. But I still think this might be better for, what do you call this? Bread, if you have bread. But let's do it on the cereal, because I feel like the cereal is going to benefit the most from this. Ooh, the jam itself, though, is pretty good. It looks like a good quality jam. It's fairly... it's fairly jelly. I mean, I kind of did feel it from the outside, but it's more jelly than I thought. It's not like those hotel jams that you get in the little squares where when you scoop it up, it kind of like, it's just like one little glob, one solid glob of jam, which doesn't seem like it should be like that way. We're not getting that. We're getting the good stuff. We're getting the good jam. So, cereal with biscuits. Let me taste the jam by itself. I don't think I got like a strong hit of flavor with that. The jam is very smooth. That's a lot smoother than most jams I've had. But also keep in mind this room temperature. Maybe if you like chill this a little bit, it'll be a little bit different. I think the thing that threw me off the most here though is the jam is not overly sweet. If you've had like the Smuckers or any of those other jams that you usually see in the grocery stores, you may have found those jams to be like super sweet. And I think that's just how Americans typically make their jams, or at least those brands make their jams. They're like really sweet, overbearingly so, to where if you put too much, it's kind of sickening. This one feels like it's there's not a whole lot of sugar in there. There is sugar in here. There is sugar in here, but it's not like super sweet like the American jams, at least from what I could tell. Which, if you're not used to it, this might throw you off. It's definitely going to taste a little bit lighter than probably what you're used to, but the strawberry is there. It almost reminds me of how the Japanese would do their jams, to be honest. And I've had that like maybe a couple of times, and you know, it's something you just kind of have to get used to. You actually do taste the fruit itself and not the sugar, like like Americans are used to, because we put way too much sugar, we put too much salt and everything else. But this is good. There's a good, nice balanced jam that's not gonna make you sick. I still think this is good for bread though. I'm not so sure how it is with biscuits. Me personally, my preference with these biscuits so far, don't put anything on them. But if you just want a little hit of flavor, I guess this would be it. But also unnecessary in my book. Unless it's just some kind of tea tradition. Which I suspect it might be a tea tradition. We got some tea, we got some biscuits, then we eating biscuits. Regular tea, or coffee. Or coffee, or the hot chocolate, which we're not going to do today. Hot chocolate I would like to do, but I think I only have it in me to do one tea, but I'm assuming this is going to be also really good. The coffee, like I said, I drink that, I'm not going to sleep until 8 in the morning, so let's not do that. The Ceylon tea is really good though. It can probably go for a second brew. I'm going for a second brew. Okay, that's good. Okay, so here's the saltine crackers. Saltine crackers, let's try it. For the saltine crackers, we're gonna try one with the, we're gonna try without, we're gonna try with jam, and we're also gonna try with a duck pate. 100% duck pate. I still don't remember what kind of pate we had last time. We had some sort of pate. I don't think it was duck though. I feel like it was pork. We may have like pork pate, and somehow that got through customs. Okay. Saltine crackers feels the same as the other ones, probably has the same texture, but for completeness, let's go ahead. Oh, that's a little bit softer actually. That felt a little bit softer to snap. It is softer. It wasn't my imagination. This is softer. And a little bit saltier. I can taste the salt. Maybe too much salt, actually. That's way salty. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Personally, not my favorite of the biscuits. I do like the wheat. I like the cereal biscuit. I like the chocolate biscuit. I'm not sure about this one. I think this needs something. That's way too salty. I've had saltine crackers before, and the saltine crackers we have around here are not salty. Maybe a good thing for some people, but they have salt, but they're not like overbearingly salty. This is like, you taste it. You actually taste the salt, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't like that. I don't like these crackers. I just do not like these crackers. I think it's too salty. For me, it's too salty. And it's not that it's too salty as in it's salty,
but the way the flavor of the salt, it's hard to describe. It's like a smoky salt. Normally, if you have smoky flavor anything, it's usually a good thing, right? But in this case, you pair that you pair that smoky, salty flavor with with the way these biscuits are, and it doesn't work. At least in my mind, it doesn't work. Probably that's how the French people like their crackers. I assume that's how the French people like their crackers. But I'm just giving my impression, right? I'm giving my impression what this tastes like, and I don't like the taste. I like the others. This is definitely it. I'm gonna put as much jam here as possible, so that I can also close this jam up later. But let me see. It helps, but it's still weird. There's a weird aftertaste to this that just tastes like tobacco. I don't smoke, but it tastes like tobacco. Is my impression. I don't know how, if French people smoke a lot. They probably still do. But I don't like that one. It tastes, yeah, okay, so this is I think I have a clearer sense now what it tastes like. This one, the saltine cracker tastes like it was grilled over charcoal, and the charcoal smoke mixed with the salt a little bit too much, and it tastes awful. This is the worst cracker out of the bunch, at least for me personally. Okay, the tea helps. Okay, let's try the pate with it. Maybe that'll do something. Maybe that'll do something. Ooh, that actually looks really good. It smells really good too. The duck pate looks really good and smells really good. Savory. It doesn't look like the other pate that we had before. It looks like it's going to be pretty moist from the looks of it. Let's try the saltine crackers on it. If this is no good, let's try the cereal crackers. So I think the cereal crackers more going to be better with the what do you call it, the jam than the pate. All right, just a little bit. Now normally you're supposed to like take a knife and spread it. I did notice also in this one. In this one we didn't get any utensils like the Spanish one. I'm assuming we are supposed to have utensils already, so keep that in mind. Okay, so the texture of this pate is already a lot different than what I'm used to seeing in general. Okay, so the texture of this pate definitely looks more like mincemeat, right? This looks more like mincemeat than liver paste. Because that's what pate is, that's liver paste. But this looks like it actually has meat, and that's probably why it smells good. This is duck, by the way. A little bit of that here. It is meat. It is meat. There's probably liver and meat mixed in here. That's probably what it is. I can't confirm that because I can't look it up right now. But that is like, that's good. I don't know. I think the what do you call it? The biscuits kind of ruin it a little bit. But it's got a good texture. The meat is shredded just right, cooked just right, shredded just right. It has that little taste of pate that you expect from a pate, but it's not overwhelmingly strong like regular pate is. Like if you've had pate before, you get this really strong liver flavor. This has that liver flavor, but it's not strong at all. It's still there, but it's not bad. It's pleasant. However, I think it goes well with these saltine biscuits, even with the smoky flavor that the really bad smoky flavor that I was mentioning. But I think if you can get a better bread or biscuits for this, it would be that much better. Because I feel like whatever's in these saltine biscuits is distracting from whatever this is. But this is strong enough. The pate is strong enough to where it's actually complementing what's in here, or at least covering up the bad qualities of the biscuit. So, for sure, saltine biscuits don't eat by itself unless you're into that. Don't put the jam on it; it doesn't help it whatsoever. This is meant for the pate, at least from what I could tell, and eat it with the pate. Let's finish this biscuit off, and then we'll move on. But this is super good. I wonder how much this costs because I kind of want some for myself. I want to find more of this style of pate. If you've never had pate before, it's probably something a little hard for some people to get used to because you are eating liver. But a lot of cultures have liver in their condiments, in their menus. In the Philippines, we don't really have pate, but pate, because the Spanish came there, pate is available, but there is a liver sauce that is also made in the Philippines. So, but the liver sauce is sweet because there's a lot of sugars and spices added into that. Duck pate, this is my first time having it. I don't know if all duck pate is like this, but this duck pate, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay. I need to drink something to wash down that saltine cracker because holy crap, that is not for me. That is not for me. Let's close this up really quick. So close this and then we're going to store this away. Tea. Cheers. Clear that up. Okay, I think it's time for the acetonic drink. I think it's finally mixed throughout and the fizz is all gone. Mango tea, supposedly. It did smell like mango tea. The crystals tasted good, so let's give this a shot. Nice. Nice. I think I liked it better as crystals. The mango tea flavor is pretty subtle, but you can taste it. I did taste the isotonic drink part. It's there. It's not too overbearing. It's kind of like in the back. It's kind of hiding in the background, like you would expect isotonic drinks. And I think I just doxed myself. I have to check that later. But yeah, the drink though is not bad. The mango tea flavor is pretty good. What else can I say about that? Mango tea flavor is pretty light, not very strong. I think it kind of like clashes with the isotonic drink a little bit. That's why it's not that strong. Or maybe it's just not strong. Maybe it's just not that strong to begin with. It could also be that. I'm not entirely sure. But it's good. It's good. Would drink this over the other isotonic drink that we've had in the Spanish MRE one. So I'm gonna put this aside so that doesn't do anything else to me. Okay, we have a lot of what do you call this? Cereal bars here. I'm gonna set that aside for now. I think we're gonna get started with the menu here, the main stuff here, and then we'll have the rest of these for like dessert or something, because I think we can do that as a dessert. I do want to try the muesli a little bit. We're not going to mix water in here like it suggests. The water, I don't want to like, have a mess here, but I'm gonna try the little bits of the muesli and we'll see. But if you do add water, you're supposed to add water up to a certain level here. This blue arrow line, and mix it up, stir it up. Wait for 3 to 4 minutes apparently, and then it's done. But I think 100 mLs of water for the muesli. I've seen like I said, I've seen Wesley in the grocery stores, but I don't think they're generally. I don't think they generally add water to that. But you might for this though, because because this is, it looks like oatmeal. This looks pretty much like oatmeal. If we look at the contents, it looks like what you would see for oatmeal minus the chocolate balls and stuff. There's like little chocolate chips and little chocolate balls. For some reason, there's like multiple different balls here. Multiple different chocolate things here. And we got some oatmeal. We got some rye. It looks like also. It says wheat, rye, and oat. Not sure where the wheat is, but I see the oatmeal. It's everywhere here. I'm gonna try it by itself like this, and that's salty. That saltine cracker is really doing me in. If you're trading one French MRE, if you were trading one French MRE is worth like 5 American MREs, I feel like it is. I honestly feel like it is. But the saltine crackers really doing me in right now. It's like, ooh, it's fighting back a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna try this the Wesley without any water in here, and let's give it a shot. Yep. Okay. Do not eat that by itself. Take their advice, put some water into the pouch, mix it up and whatnot. Hot water probably better if you can do that. It does use cold water, but if you had hot water or hot milk, I think those would also work very, very well. But I don't recommend eating it raw, because it's kind of like eating your oatmeal raw. You don't do it. You just don't do it. The grains are uncooked. They need a little moisture in there to mix up and all that stuff. The chocolate though was pretty good, from what I could tell. But definitely add some liquid to the pouch first. Add some liquid to the pouch, or we pour it out. Like let me just show you really quick what this looks like. I'm going to be putting it back into the pouch later. But this is what it looks like. This is what the inside looks like. And it's just a bunch of raw ingredients basically. And I think what's supposed to happen is the chocolates are supposed to mix in the mix in the liquid whatever and melt in there. I think this already has milk in it. Let me double check. I think it might say in the ingredients, but even if it does, I don't think it hurts to add a little bit more milkiness to it. I don't trust anyone that says you can use water only for drinks that would be better with milk. Like hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. There are hot chocolates. I mean, the instructions in most hot chocolates say you can use water, but it's better with milk. It's that kind of thing. Here it says use milk, but the but is from me. I think it might be better with milk if you have that, but if you're out in the field, water's still probably better, or at least water's what you can do. Ingredients. It does say it has skim milk. And the chocolate chips are 61% cacao, so it's dark chocolate already. So yes, it does have skim milk, but add more milk. What's stopping you from adding more milk? I can add more milk. I think this would be really good though if you did mix some liquid in here like they recommended. It's just we're not doing it today because I don't want a huge mess here. But yeah, that's pretty good. This is gonna be my breakfast for tomorrow, I think. Alright, I'm gonna set that aside. And let's go in and get this campfire started so that I can also get the soup started. Okay, campfire. Where is my campfire? Here's the campfire. Alright, I don't need to look at the instructions, but the instructions are here on the side if you want to follow along. But this looks basically the same as the last time. Though it does have some other things. Oh, here's the water purification tablets. They were with the campfire kit for some reason. For some reason they were with the campfire kit. Okay, so we have these. We have toothpicks and we have the matches. So we are gonna do that. Thirsty and wants an extra mouth. Of course I do. Of course I do. So we have the heated. We have the tablets that does heat up. Let me see. How do we do? Okay, so we have an extra part here I'm not used to seeing. Where does this extra part go? Oh, okay. Here's the instructions. Here's the instructions over here. So the instructions say fold the big sheet first. And you're supposed to use this on the can? It says you don't open the can all the way. You just click it, but you don't open it. So I'm confused what this is for. What is this for? Let's make the stove first. And unlike the other stove that we had, I think it goes differently. So we go this way. Yeah, we go this way and this way. Oh, I think I need to do the insides first. So it's going to be insides. So there's a smaller tab here in the insides, and then bigger tabs on the outside. Then we got this. We have a little cradle here that we can put the thing in. It's gonna. Oh, okay. So one of the tabs are open. So I guess I'll use that one instead. So that's gonna go here in the middle. Now I need to figure out how to use this before we get going. So these fold inside, it looks like. These wings fold in the inside. It's meant to be hooked in the can so you don't burn your hands. I see. I see. But this is still metal. Isn't the heat gonna transfer from the can to this? So it seems kind of it seems like it doesn't work that well. But as you can see, it does hook up like this, right? So the way this works is that there's hooks over here, and because you can, how gravity works and whatnot, it kind of just hooks like this, and it's kind of neat. So we're gonna light it up, click it, and then this is gonna be our handle. We did get an extra bag here. I think this might be the trash bag. I want to say this is the trash bag, but we're not going to use the trash bag today. So that's going to go to the side. Extra stuff. Well, actually, no. What does this say? Refuse bag. So it is a trash bag. So you go in here. You go in here. You also go in here. And then matches with the Eiffel Tower on it. Woohoo. And some toothpicks. We're not going to use the toothpicks today. Okay, so let's get this lit first before we put stuff on here. So the matches already feel a lot better quality than what we had before. Those matchbook matches were really, really flimsy. This is more of the matches I'm used to having. And it's terrible. Oh, here we go. Light it up. Light it up. It's not light. Okay, it's lighting. It's lighting! Okay, so click. So that clicks. This goes on, and we lower it down. And that's it. I don't know how long that's going to cook, so I'm going to set that aside up here. We're gonna let it cook, and I'm gonna clean up a little bit of the mess before we move on. There's a little bit of mess here, not too much though. Okay, I'm just stuffing back everything that we're not using into the box. That's gonna make a good emergency kit, though. I feel like I just don't know when I'm gonna use it. Hopefully, I don't have to use it anytime soon. Hopefully, I don't have to use it anytime soon. Okay, maybe I can like blur that out just a teeny bit, right? Blur that out a teeny bit. All right. Okay, so soup. Wait, I had issues with soup last time. Okay, I don't see any smoke here. Like, I don't see any smoke in the. What do you call this? In the combustible down here, like usual, but. There is a raging fire at the bottom. There is a raging fire at the bottom of the, what do you call this? Of the can. The bottom tends to burn a little bit? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I figured that'd be the case, but we can always mix it up later. That's not a biggie. Hey, Ali, welcome. We are, we are a little bit halfway through. Maybe, yeah, we're probably about halfway through the MRE review. You can see that we're cooking something right now, the chili con carne can. It's gigantic. It's also really, really hot. I am going to be making my soup now, though. And also, hopefully I don't screw this up like I did last time. But it says add 1/4 liter, which is a weird measurement to put on a pouch. You can just say 250 mLs, please. Oh, it's bubbling, it's bubbling, it's bubbling, it's bubbling, it's bubbling. It's bubbling. It's bubbling. Okay, you can stop now, you can stop now, you can stop now. Do you keep going? Do we keep going? Do we keep going? Are we done or do we keep going? It started, well, okay, I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna stop it, okay. It has the same smell as whatever we had last time. Okay. Has the same burning smell as last time. I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna move that away. I hope the fire detector doesn't start going off. I am gonna get the soup ready. Though I don't think I can fit 250 ml here, so. Maybe I need to grab another mug. I'm gonna grab another mug. And then get the hot water from there. Okay, mug get. I just hope I have enough hot water in the tank. Keep cooking? Keep cooking? Alright, I'll keep cooking. It was just like going. It was just like whew, that's hot. That's hot. It was just like exploding everywhere. So I wasn't sure about that. Is that supposed to happen? I clicked it like it said, but is that supposed to happen? Let it cook. Okay, I'm gonna cook it on here on the plate because I don't want it to burn my table. So let's get another match and keep cooking, I guess. You're literally saying let it cook. You're literally saying let it cook. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay. Matches then. Matches for to keep going. Okay. I will trust you. I will let this keep cooking. And hopefully hopefully I don't get a huge mess here. Otherwise I'm blaming you for this. Okay, hot water. I'm gonna grab the hot water for the... I only gave it a relatively short time. Okay, I'm just gonna put that there then. Okay, so cup, soup. There's no easy... Oh, there's an easy way to open this. There's a little perforation. Oh, wow, okay. Powder everywhere. I didn't realize this was so powdery. Alright, so in you go. It seems to be very yellow. I know this is supposed to be a curry soup, but this is very yellow inside. But we're gonna add some water to that. You can always open it to watch it. I think I want it to be as cooked as possible. Though it's already cooked, so maybe that's not necessary. Okay, so I have a mug of soup. This is probably not quite 250 ml, but it is going to be as 250 ml as I can get it in a mug. Well, I learned my lesson at least from the Spanish MRE on how to make these soups though. So last time when we did the Spanish MRE, I added 100 ml or maybe like 10 or 15 ml of water to it, and apparently I read the instructions wrong because it was in deciliters. Who the heck uses deciliters? Deciliters is a confusing unit. Use milliliters, please. Also, one fourth liter is also very confusing, but it is what it is. The soup is like spilling out everywhere due to the pressure and whatnot. I guess we'll just let it keep going. We'll just let it keep going. But we got soup now. Here's the curry soup, though. It is very yellow. It smells pretty good. I don't think it's that thick. Let's see. It is decently thick. I don't think I dissolved everything. Yeah, okay, we're making a mess. Where are my napkins? My napkins are here. So I'm gonna be cleaning up this mess once it's done doing its thing. But the soup, I think the soup could use a little bit more salt. The soup is lacking a little bit of flavor. I don't think I put too much water, otherwise it will be like super runny. It's not runny, it still has a little bit of thickness in here. But I'm not tasting the curry. I'm not tasting a strong curry flavor. So I'm a little confused. It's supposed to be curry flavored, right? So let me add a little bit of salt and pepper to the soup, and maybe that'll improve it a little bit. Let's see. Okay. Actually, just the pepper. I don't want to add salt. I think it has enough salt. But pepper might help. Ah, too hot. It's lacking a little flavor. It's not bad. It's not bad, but I was expecting a stronger hit there. It's kind of on the light side of curry. It's like, okay, I'm tasting a little bit now. I'm tasting a little bit of curry flavor now, but I feel like Maybe you could get away with less water, but if you do less water, you might not be able to dissolve all the powder. And already I'm not dissolving some powder in here apparently. But it is thick. It is thick. It tastes okay. It'll get you through the day at least. And this thing made a mess, so I'm gonna have to clean a little bit up. Let's use the napkins that they gave us. Hopefully it's not a terrible quality. It feels like restaurant quality napkins. So I guess that's a good thing. That's a good sign. Soup, and then the chili con carne with sauce everywhere. Let's taste the sauce really quick before we open the thing and see what carnage lies underneath. Okay, that tastes pretty good. It does taste like chili. It tastes like a really fancy cowboy chili. It's a little sweet. It's a bit on the sweet side. But it does taste like a really fancy cowboy chili. Let me see if we can open this without burning myself. Maybe I should use this. Oh, that's hot. Okay, set that aside for now. Alright, open this. Is the can hot? The can is kinda hot. Okay, I think what we need to do is... there we go. Open it that way. This is hot. I think I need another napkin here. Could let it cool, but it might not. It might be too cold to eat after that point. I'm trying to open this all the way though. I think this is good enough. I think this is good enough. We can get most of the contents here. It's really hot still. The can is hot. Okay, I don't think I can open it much more. That's as open as I can get it. But let's zoom in on that can a bit. But here we are, chili con carne from a can. There's a lot of it, and as Bison has mentioned, the bottom of the food contents has burned. But that's on my end. That's bad on my end. Though I don't think it's gonna affect the flavor too much. This is pretty thick. This is pretty thick. Let's go and pour it out. Why not? Let's go pour it out. Let's plate it up. Let's plate this up and see what we have. Probably not going to be able to get everything here, because I did burn some and I can't get this thing open all the way. But we did get most of it, but you can see where I burnt the chili, but it should be okay otherwise. But here is our chili. Lots of big beans here, lots of big red beans, lots of meat and some corn. It's actually really good. It's actually really good. Now, okay, here's the thing. There's a lot of people that say you don't use beans in chili. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not too particular. I feel like the beans there are for a purpose. And anyone who says that excuse me. And anyone who says that chili is just meat only and whatever is, I don't know. And meat and tomatoes is probably wilding a little bit. I think this is fine. It's a bit sweet. It's a bit sweet. So personally, if I had some hot sauce, I put a little bit of hot sauce in here. It's on the sweet side. It's pretty thick. Hearty though, very hearty. Would eat this again if it's not too expensive. That's the thing. Don't eat. If it's too expensive, it's probably not worth it. But it's pretty good. It's like you actually made this at home. Actually made this at home in a pot and served it to the friends and family. This is great. It's actually like a home cooked meal, which I feel like a lot of canned foods don't have that. The canned food we had last time with the Spanish MRE was actually pretty good. This is a step up that. Super good. So far, my only complaint with the MRE so far is the saltine crackers. But other than that, everything's been great. Even the pate has been great. Like this pate has been super good. And maybe the soup. The soup's a little weak in flavor, but it's creamy. It hits the spot. It's a little salty. It's okay. This is good though. This is good. Let's try the potato. Southern Americans, sir and madam, I beg to differ as beans are a necessary part of many of our meals. Actually, for some reason, I thought Southern Americans say beans shouldn't be in chili. I know I hear a lot of people that say beans should not be in chili, or at least not too many beans. But some people say no beans at all. Maybe that's a Texas chili thing. I'm not entirely sure. But that's my that's what I've heard growing up anyway. I don't know what's true or not. I haven't really looked into how chili is done, but I do know you can make chili vegetarian if you don't do any meat, which is going to be just beans. I think chili is mainly beans. Well, I mean, most chili is beans, ground beef, and tomato. This one has a little corn in it, which, you know, that's optional. It's not necessary, it's optional. I'm just surprised to have it a little sweet. Could use more cayenne pepper, but they probably don't like spicy food too much there in France, so this is going to be the savory but sweet version. We do also have here a tuna salad, so we're going to open this up without heating it because there's no need to heat this one. I am wondering though, we have so many of those lighter packets. Those things we put for the stove. I wonder what we're supposed to use the rest of it in. But this is not the tuna salad I was expecting. This looks like a pate. This looks like what I expected the pate to look like, which it did at first. But this is the tuna salad, which I think is tuna, potatoes, and a bunch of other stuff. It doesn't look appetizing right now, but if we mix it up a little bit, it might change. We'll see. But that is definitely some kind of meat texture. It looks like it has... That's not potato. What is this? I think little pasta. Some kind of little pasta in here. So I think this is like closer to like a chicken salad is my guess. But would this benefit from heating? Maybe a little bit. I wouldn't though. Do you heat your chicken pasta? I don't heat my chicken pasta whenever I do have it. But maybe this could be heated a little bit and it would be okay. I feel like you don't have to heat this, but it might be needed to improve the consistency a little bit. But that is a lot. That is a lot of chicken pasta. Tuna pasta. What are those? This is, let me double check. The one in the can I had right now is tuna salad with ginger and sesame. So this one is tuna salad with ginger and sesame. This one down here is chili con carne, which is chili with beef. And the tuna pasta, the tuna salad tastes very gingery. Very gingery. Too gingery for my taste. What are these little things? That is pasta. I think these are little bits of pasta that are in the tuna salad. Like I said, the tuna salad is like closer to what you would expect a chicken salad. Like chicken salad, I think, is shredded chicken, some macaroni, and whatever else you put in there. It's been a while since I had chicken salad, so I don't remember. But this is tuna salad with ginger, and the ginger is very strong. Very strong. Too strong. And these little pasta bits are not macaroni. I'm not sure what they call this. Noci? I'm not entirely sure. The little pasta bits are okay. They're okay. Like I said, you may want to heat this. I don't know if you really do want to heat this. I think it's okay not to heat it, but it does look pretty unappetizing compared to the chili we have down here. But yeah, this is the what do you call this? The tuna salad. Let me zoom out a little bit. So this is the tuna salad. So we've had our entree so far. Yeah, so we've had the entree so far, which is the chili, which is good. And after it cooled down a little bit, it's still pretty good. Definitely not soupy. I know some people like their chili soupy. This one's not. Like if you're missing some soup, you always got the curry soup over here. This is quite a bit though. There's basically a full meal. We're doing We're doing like a MRE mukbang here. If I were actually to eat all of this at once. Which, what time is it? We're about 2 hours into the stream. It is 9 p.m. where I'm at. And this is a pretty big dinner. It's a pretty big dinner for 9 p.m. But people do bigger dinners at other parts. Man, I really want to try like all of these bars, but I really want to try all these bars, but I don't think I'm going to have the stomach for today. You guys pick which bar here should we try for, which bar here should we try? We have the dark chocolate here. We have a cereal bar. We have a fruit mix bar. We have a apricot bar. And we have another apricot bar. I kind of want to try this one, but which one? Which one looks? Poll? I'm just gonna take like the first couple of suggestions that pops up in chat. I don't think we have enough people to do a poll. We don't really need a poll. Just tell me which you're most curious about, and I'll try that one. And depending on my stomach, I'll try another one that I feel like doing. Which one do we do? From left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Left to right, 1 to 5. Let me know. while I can still hold this. I'm gonna drink some soup. I need to like one of the chocolate bars. There's only one chocolate bar here, so this is the chocolate bar. This is a chocolate bar. We'll try the chocolate bar as a backup. If the chocolate bar is not enough, I think I will do the apricot thingy over here also. So we don't have much left, but we do have a lot of bars. And if I feel like it, we'll probably go through the rest of the bars too. Let's try the chocolate really quick. This is a dark chocolate. I don't know this this brand, but apparently it's this is what they picked for this. It's a pretty hefty chocolate bar too. It's not like your Hershey's bar, which is kind of flat and long. This is short and thick. 25 grams of dark chocolate, and I can't open the darn thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is dark chocolate, and they split it up in like little blocks. So we will try one tiny little block. It snaps very well. I think if you wanted to, you could also use this in baking. You could probably use this for baking the way it looks, but it's got a little ribbing thing. It's got a little ribbing design on the top. On the bottom, it's kind of like concave a little bit. It's kind of a little concave. It is thick. It is thick. But once you once you munch on it a little bit, it does crumble really nicely. It crumbles really nicely in your mouth. I don't think it melts too much, but it melts a little bit. It's not a milk chocolate. It kind of does taste like one of those baking chocolate that you would actually use for desserts and stuff. Except you get to eat this one. I think it's pretty good. You're definitely gonna want some tea to wash it down though. It's a little bit too much. So if you want to look at it again, it looks like it's a little dry on the top and a little on the bottom. But if you hold this long enough, it will melt in your hands, though it doesn't melt very easily. And when you do bite into it, it does crumble in your mouth. Which doesn't sound like a good thing, but in this case it actually is pretty good. Like it doesn't, what do you call this? You know how some chocolates, when you eat them, it just kind of like coats the inside of your mouth and coats your throat, and it's kind of all sticky and gooey. This is not that. You don't get that with this. You might get a little bit, but you don't get as much. And it just kind of goes down. It's got a nice satisfying dark chocolate flavor. It's not too sweet. Also, it's not too sweet. But I guess that's kind of I guess that kind of goes with the dark chocolate stuff. It's not too bitter. It's got a nice balance to it from the taste of it. A little bit of bitterness at the end, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. I just don't know how much this costs, but this is check this out. Monbana chocolate. Monbana chocolate. This one I'm kind of curious about because it seems a little bit different from the rest of the bars here that we have. And it seems to be just apricot. I'm not sure what to expect here. Ah! That's what it is. A giant apricot jelly. Interesting. Well, it's not a jelly. It's like a dried apricot bar. That's what this is. And if you get some details on that texture, it's very crystal-like. It's got a lot of sugar crystals on top and bottom. And if we break this, it's very hard to break. Very hard to break. And I'm sprinkling sugar all over the tuna salad. Probably shouldn't be breaking it, but that's what the texture you get. It's very jelly. Not too sweet. Nice apricot flavor. Not too strong the apricot flavor, but it's definitely present. I feel like the Japanese took a lot of inspiration from the French when they made their flavors and cooking styles, because it's very similar, I feel like, to what the Japanese would make. It's nice. It's really nice. You may not have the benefit of eating an actual apricot, but if you were to eat this as a dessert, apricot dessert, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's a little sweet, and not too sweet. Not, I mean, despite all the sugar on there, it's not like super sweet. And satisfying. I think the texture is pretty satisfying for what it is. Okay, you know what? Let's try the rest of the bars. Let's try the rest of the bars. I think we can do that. Okay, so next up, we are going to try the caffeine bar. This is probably not something I should be eating at this time. I did skip the coffee, but we're only going to be trying a little bit of this. I need some tea. Need some tea. So, let's try the caffeine bar, just to satisfy our curiosity really quick. If I ate ate these entire bars, it would be like 100 calories each. Oh, this is interesting. Not what I expected. Look at this. What is this? This is a cereal bar supposedly, but it's very compact, and it's got a lot of stuff stuck in there. I'm not entirely sure what all is stuck in there, but there's a lot of stuff stuck in there. It's not hard, but it was hard to bite. Once you finally start chewing on it, it gets a lot easier. I don't know what the flavor is. It tastes like brown sugar. There might be a little bit of coffee mixed into here. Maybe that's where their caffeine is. Maybe that's where the caffeine is coming from. It's not a bad flavor. I'm just hoping there's not too much caffeine in there. The texture is okay. It's not chewy. It's firm when you first bite into it, and once you finally get going, it gets softer and softer, and actually tastes like cereal, I think. I want to say there's like brown sugar in here. I can't really read the ingredients, but it says there's some glucose syrup, toasted cereal, I think. There might be some coffee in here also. It's just like a cereal bar, a really small, compact cereal bar, maybe with coffee mixed in there, and that's probably where the caffeine is. It's not bad. It's not bad. Here's that other cereal bar. That's an apricot cereal bar, just like the apricot thing that we had, but it's not going to be a jelly, that's for sure. Let's open this. Oh, it does look like it could be fruit-like though. It's a lighter color than the caffeine cereal bar here, so I'm almost convinced that this one does have coffee, the caffeine one, and then the apricot one doesn't have any. It's probably got apricot juice or something similar, some sort of fruit juice. So let's give that a shot. Similar texture as a caffeine bar. Not really tasting the apricot. Oh, there it is. It's a really subtle fruit flavor in there. I like the apricot candy better, but this is not bad. I like this better than the caffeine bar. But if you told me this was apricot, I wouldn't be able to tell, to be honest. I just know this is a sweet bar, and maybe a little bit more milky, but you know, it tastes better than the caffeine bar at the end of the day. That's really all it is. Would I get either of these bars? Maybe if they were cheap. Maybe if they were cheap enough, I would do that. But otherwise, it's interesting. That's all I'll say. This brand is interesting. So those are bars I'm going to be finishing off tomorrow. Oh, or you know, throughout the week. But there's a lot of food here that I'm going to have to pack up into the fridge later. Because I mean, maybe I'll finish the chili con carne, but the tuna salad, that's definitely going to be a meal for tomorrow. There's a lot of food. That's a lot of food. And my foot is falling asleep ahead of me tonight. especially my right foot, it seems. Okay, last bar, nougat, fruit nougat. It's probably gonna be similar to the peach one. I feel like I just got that feeling. Oh, it's also really hard to open. Oh, there we go. Just kind of have to like tear it a specific way. Ah, it really is a nougat. It really is nougat-like. Look at that. Look at that. I'm not exactly sure what a nougat is, but this is like really soft and made a certain way. You can see the fruit pieces embedded in there. This is 100% a dessert. If you like nougats, this is probably better than the regular nougats you get anywhere. Because this is like has pieces of fruits in it. Meanwhile, nougat is just nougat. Tastes really milky, super milky, because of the nougat again. Super sweet because of the dried fruits in here. Also the nougat. It's just sweet in general. Too much sweetness. Definitely could use some tea while you're eating this thing. As far as the bars are concerned, as far as the bars that we tried here are concerned, I would probably say Mersal POV. How is this Mersal POV? Welcome though. Anyway, as far as what I could say, I think I like the apricot jelly bar the best, followed up by the 65% chocolate. That one's pretty good, and then maybe this apricot cereal bar, and then this nougat on fourth, and then the caffeine bar I'm just not fond of. I'm thinking it does have coffee. I think the caffeine bar does have coffee. I just don't like it that much. But overall, these bars were pretty good. They're very compact if you want to have like little bars on the go. It's probably a whole lot easier to carry than, let's say, actually no. I've had Calorie Mate before. Calorie Mate is still a lot easier to carry around, but these taste a whole lot better than Calorie Mate. Apricot jelly sounds good. It looks really good too. It looks really good too. Let me show that to you again. This is the apricot jelly in all of its jelliness and sugar-coated jelly. I feel like there's like there's like pureed apricot made into a jelly and then sugar-coated, kind of like the dried mangoes. Except, you know, dried mangoes aren't pureed and made into a jelly form typically, but yeah, this is actually pretty good. This one's pretty good. So we got one more thing to try in this box before we close out for tonight. This thing. The thing I am most curious about is this milky dessert, as they call it. There's a Mont Blanc brand, Riz au Lat. I do not know what Riz au Lat means, but I think it's like rice pudding? Rice milk pudding is my best guess what this thing is. I'm not a fan of rice pudding to begin with, but I am willing to, you know, I am willing to try it for science. So let's give this a shot. Also, I'm probably going to be finishing the chili con carne after the stream, because that is a lot. That is a lot from a can of this size. And you know, this is going to be finished tomorrow, or maybe over several meals, because that's also a lot. Okay, milky dessert, not chilled, room temperature, and it looks odd. Smells milky. What is the red stuff that looks like curry? This is chili. That is chili con carne, this one. Chili con carne over here, and this is what do you call this? Tuna tuna salad with ginger and sesame. Supposedly, I didn't taste the sesame, but I definitely tasted the ginger. There's kind of like chicken salad the way it is, and the little white pieces in there are pasta of some sort. But yeah, okay. So this is the oh yeah, that's definitely rice. This is a rice pudding. I am not sure what to expect, but I am hoping for good things. It tasted very milky, and it's in a can. Rice pudding in a can. Let's go. I'm sure this tastes good. Was I supposed to cook the was I supposed to cook the tuna salad? I didn't, but I wasn't sure if I was supposed to, because you know, chicken salad is normally warmed up, so I went the same direction with the tuna salad. But the rice pudding, I would have liked it. I would have liked this more if the rice, the grains of rice weren't whole. Does that make sense? If I get rice pudding, I expect the rice to be porridge-like in texture, all melted into that pudding, and not into like little grains of rice. Why does it have to be little grains of rice? I get that's probably the style over there. But to me, it has a weird texture when you are putting it against a very sweet... No, it's not very sweet, actually. It's not very sweet. Against a very milky... what... Oh, I don't even know what this is. It's not condensed milk. It's lighter than condensed milk, like 50% lighter than condensed milk. Thicker than evaporated milk. It has the flavor of condensed milk, but it's not very sweet. It's pudding that hasn't settled, and there's rice bits in here. It might taste better cold, but if you get this as an MRE and you're backpacking it, this will never be cold. It just will not. Maybe the best way you can cool this down is... I need some tea. Maybe the best way you can cool this down is put it in a cool stream or something, let it sit there for 30 minutes, and then you get a slightly cooled down rice pudding. It's just not for me. Honestly, it's not for me. I'll finish this, but it's just not for me. I like the bars better. I also like the biscuits we had better. Like this chocolate biscuit, really good. Saltine biscuit, not so good. I guess out of these biscuits, the cereal biscuit was probably my favorite by itself or with jam. Like, you don't really need jam with the cereal biscuit, but, you know, if the jam's there, might as well use it. Like I said, the pate over here is pretty darn good. For duck pate with actual meat and liver all mixed in, that's really good. Overall, I think this French MRE is really good. I would recommend it if you can find it, and hopefully customs doesn't screw you over. That's the main thing, customs screwing you over if you do order this and it has to be shipped into your country, wherever that might be. But yeah, would recommend the French MRE. That it has the reputation of being one of the best MREs available, and I totally agree. 100% agree with that statement. Would recommend it if you had the chance, though. If you do want to, like get the individual pieces of the MRE, and hopefully for a cheaper price than the actual box, definitely try to look those up somewhere. You will, if you go back into the stream far enough, you will see all our ingredients, all the things that were in the MRE packaged out. If that's not clear enough for you, then you can go to a website that has the information for that too. I think overall this is pretty good. I don't like. Okay, so here's the thing. I do want to do more MRE stuff, but at the same time, I probably should be careful on which MREs I get in case I have a run in with with customs and stuff like that. So I'll see what I can do. Otherwise, but otherwise, what do you call this? I'll probably cook more in the future than do MRE reviews. But this was a pretty nice detour for for the times we do it. For the times I've been cooking on stream. We still have a bunch of the Tokyo treat boxes because that's going to be a monthly thing until the subscription runs out. This one, the MREs, if I find them and if I can get them, that's when we do them. Otherwise, I cook. Every once in a while, I will cook here, or if I find something neat to review on stream, that's what we're doing, and we will do it around this time as usual. But yeah, I'm guessing most people here who haven't tried this MRE before, I can't really ask you which ones are your favorite, but for the ones that you've seen, which ones are your favorite? And if you've had this MRE before, please tell me, what is your favorite? My favorite, I think, in all of this has got to be the chili con carne. That is pretty good. Pretty good. Now, like I said, was I supposed to heat this? I just did it like chicken salad. You're not supposed to heat it, but I think the honest thing for me though has got to be this rice pudding. I feel like this should be more like a rice porridge, a sweet rice porridge rather than pudding, because of these kernels. The rice grains really throw this off. But at the same time, I'm kind of reminded of this dish called champorado in the Philippines, where it's kind of like this, but it's chocolate instead of milk. Like, champorado is, I think, more of I want to say it's more like a rice porridge with chocolate, but you do have grains also in that, still whole. So if I think of it like that, it's not so weird, but it's just throwing me off. The flavor is good. It's just the grains here are throwing me off so much. Knowing that it's rice. I think for me though, the most surprising thing in this entire pack has got to be the duck pate. I think it was only surprising because I wasn't expecting there to be shreds of meat in the duck pate. I was expecting it to be like just, pure duck liver. Or whatever liver they use for this. I'm assuming it's duck, because they said it's 100% duck, so it's got to be duck liver also. But this was the most surprising thing. I will eat this by itself even. I will eat this by itself. I will eat this with crackers. I will eat this with anything. Yep, that's good quality meat. That's good quality duck meat and liver mixed together. Like I said, you can taste the liver in this pretty easily. But I think what makes this is the shreds of duck that's mixed into here, and I think that made all the difference with the duck pate. Drinks, as far as drinks go, the isotonic drink was pretty good. I like this one quite a bit. The mango tea flavor is pretty good. The isotonic flavor is not too strong. The tea, or at least what's left of the tea, one of the two teas, we had Ceylon tea and mint tea. I did not do the mint tea, but I did do the Ceylon tea, and the Ceylon tea is really good. Didn't do the coffee because I will be up until 8. The Moesley, the Moesley, for what we had a little bit of it, is pretty good. I just can't prepare this. What do you call this? I can't prepare this thoroughly until the morning, because there's a lot of stuff here already. And if I do this and let it sit in the fridge, it's gonna be too soggy, and I don't think that's a good thing either. So the bars are all pretty good, mostly good. Anyway, minus the caffeine one. The caffeine bar was a little bit off. Too much coffee. Too much coffee. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it all for me today. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. We'll try to do more MREs if I can find some interesting MREs or MREs that gets me curious to try. Otherwise, we'll still, for food, we'll still be doing Tokyo treat boxes, snacks that I might find. I think I have a snack review that I want to do next month, and just waiting for the time to do it. And whenever I can finally cook again, or at least find time to cook again on stream, we'll do the cooking thing. And yeah, that should be pretty fun. I want to do more experimental cooking, or cooking stuff I haven't made before on stream, including experimental. But otherwise, that's going to be like a shuffling, rotating thing with the Mahjong nights. Which, speaking of, we will be having Mahjong night again around this time next week. So if you're in for Mahjong or would like to see Mahjong or would like to learn more Mahjong, please drop by for that. I will be taking the next 2 days off. It is Easter, at least tomorrow. Excuse me. It is Easter tomorrow here. And if it's Easter already on your side and you celebrate it, happy Easter to you. If you don't celebrate it, happy Easter to you still. And just enjoy your Sunday off, I guess. But yeah, I'll be taking the next 2 days off, and I'll see you again on Tuesday at earliest. Forgot what I'm doing on Tuesday, but you'll see a schedule hopefully by Monday what we're going to be doing for next week, or at least a couple of days in advance at a time. Maybe not the whole week all at once. Yeah, so let's see, what else am I missing here? Mahjong next week. Hopefully a snack box 2 weeks from now. And I think that's it for now. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you again for coming. Thank you for watching. I will see you all next time. Have a good rest of your day, and see you later. I'll be putting all this stuff up when I get a chance after stream. So that is quite a bit of food, and that's definitely going to be feeding me for the next 2 days maybe. 24-hour MRE. 24-hour MRE. I didn't, even if I didn't eat earlier, I think this would have been a lot of food to do in one time. 3,600 calories. Can you imagine? Anyway, see y'all later. Goodbye. Have a good rest of your day.